sit on your microphone. I've never turned a microphone on before. In more ways than one, obviously, now. So. Sorry, Sunday morning, it's too early for that. Why aren't you in church? So is this the moment you want to take the opportunity to announce your candidacy to be Speaker of the House? Oh my God. Yeah. It's let the comedy play out. That's what I say. I hope that lasts a couple more weeks. Well, I have to say, I thought of you the other day. I saw a headline in the New York Times about your birthplace, Flint, Michigan, and the fact that they've got lead in the water, in the drinking water there. And thought of you, and I thought, okay, so now it would be the perfect time to disband the EPA and say, well done, Brownie, nice job.
Yeah, it's worse than just lead in the drinking water. The governor of Michigan, the Republican governor, took over the city. The elected representatives don't have a say in anything, the mayor and the city council. So they're looking for ways to save money, and they decided to disconnect Flint from the clean water supply out of Lake Huron that feeds most of Michigan, and have Flint just take their drinking water out of the Flint River, which is just, you can let your imagination go where you want it to go there, but that was, it's a lot of bad things have happened in that year, and kids have been drinking the water, and now they're having all these sicknesses and everything. So it's very hard for me to talk about Flint, because I made that movie thinking by now it would be better, and it's actually, if you watched Roger Me right now, Flint doesn't look half bad compared to, I mean, there were still 50,000 GM jobs when I made it. There have been 80,000, but today there's, I think, 3,000 left.
Well, it was funny because I was looking back through your book, Downsize This, which is now 20 years ago almost, and you're writing about all the same issues that you're dealing with in this new film.
Wow, you're the first person to point that out. It's thank you. It's really, actually, the first time I spoke to you was 26 years ago. It was your first year. It was, you were the critic for Gannett. Yes, I have been writing about private prisons, about women not being equal parts of the power structure. You know, and in some very specific ways, I've been writing about these things for a long time. On my TV show on NBC in '94, I did a huge universal healthcare thing that was called the Healthcare Olympics. And I asked Bob Costas and Ahmad Rashad to do like a play-by-play. And so I sent crews to the ER, because it had to be all documentary, so it had to be nonfiction. So they had crews waiting in the ER in Fort Lauderdale, one in Toronto, and one in Havana. And we're going to pit the three countries against each other to see who would win the Healthcare Olympics. And they had to wait for a broken arm or leg to come in, so it would all be apples to apples, right? And then we would follow the whole process through right up to how much it cost them and everything. So anyway, in the end, Cuba won. They were the fastest, they got the best care, it was completely free. Canada almost won, except they charged the guy $15 for the crutches. So they came in second. And I got a call from the censor at, it's called Standards and Practices, it's censorship. I got a call from the censor at NBC, and she said to me, we can't air this as you've, cut it. And I said, well, what's wrong? Cuba can't win. Seriously what she said. I said, well, they won. Cuba can't win. She just kept saying, I'm sorry, but Cuba can't win. And it got recut so that Canada won when it aired on NBC. But they didn't win. But it was just, yeah. So I've been